Continue.
Ah, Eivor. I have been meaning to mention to you the legacy of Saint George.
Is this some sort of ridiculous legend?
It is. The story is that the revered saint's legacy, lost for hundreds of years, is divided and hidden across England.
Such a great treasure, and yet no one has any idea where even a single piece could be.
Until now. For months I have heard whispers that match the stories. And now my scouts have returned with a map. The rivers Severn and Exe both play a role in George's legend.
Very well. That is where we will search.
But keep a lookout for hints of other hiding places. Nothing is known for certain. Whether any of it actually exists, I cannot say. Care to go find out?
Sounds tempting. I'll go.
Good luck. Up for...
Let's go raiding. Let's go.
We will travel along here.
River
If you have any treaty concerns,
Rivers.
rest
River
assured
Exe
our
domain
raids
for
will
its
not affect
abundance.
them.
River
You
Severn.
will work on the cover of our ships and avoid familiar places.
Joms Vikings Raider. Crew High. Joms Viking Raider. Fallen Joms. Gearlag off the Windy. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in River Exe.
Come, my wolves!
Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in River Exe.
Give me a hand over here! Come! We've outstayed our welcome!
around in the hay.
The other side must be barred.
All right, we have what we came for. Let's go.
Morgungur okkar frækinn.
Run up the stairs.
World. Leave river. Armory offers multiple gear and a inventory. World loadouts. The loadouts allow you to create custom equipment and abilities.
You look striking today, Eivor.
I
Flirt. Shall we spend some? Flirt is her.
just came to give you a kiss. How sweet of you, love. Come here. Eivor, Dad.
Flirt. Shall romance take.
What about we spend a bit of time? Just you and me. I like how you think. Come over here.
Brewery. The brewery is where Tekla creates the finest ale in the land, improves. See shop.
What do you have?
Greatest shop.
Thank you.
See shop. Exit.
I must be on my way.
Goodbye for now. Hey, Eivor.
Shipyard Gudrun and Gudrun will help. World. Hold. A wise friend with the settlement growing by the day, an old friend seeks a new home. Meet the new arrivals at the docks cross track. Bakery. The bakery is where bread master. Alliance table. Show me. Quest. Are you alright? Alliance table.
I want to.
Grand Bridge. Luck. 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 East Anglia. London eligible suggested power 90 press cross consult. Lead HS stress. 0 pest shear eligible London. London eligible.
Hytham asked that I traveled to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asks that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will pledge to London. Return to Grand Bridge Circum. Alliance table. Show me.
I should.
Ah,
Flirt. Romance.
What about we spend a bit of time? Just you and me.
I like how you think. Come over here.
Up for...
Let's go raiding. River X. River Severn the Lock. River X. River Raid Dock. World fast trap. The legacy of St. George Search monasteries in River X. Undiscovered location. Raid locations to get.
Sail out!
Nothing here but ruins. Not worth getting off until someone rebuilds the place.
Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse.
Hey! Can't do this alone!
Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. World. Small camper. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. Find the pieces of St. George's legendary armor in reverse. Or fast travel.
Drop the sail! Run up the sail!
Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor.
Your last breath.
World. Escape. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. 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 Clues to St. George's legendary armor.
Fear got your belly, dog. Bleeding dunghills.
Find the clues to St. George's legendary. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor.
Come! Help me with this!
Work with me!
Let's go!
Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. 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 Return. Leave river.
Up for some raiding?
Let's go raiding. Custom. River raid longship. Cargo upgrade the cargo hold to bring back foreign Let's go egg. John's Viking ranks. Successfully completing river raids will gradually increase the rank of your John's Viking lieutenant, the rank of your other John. Armory offers multiple gear and ability load. Breaking the order, Ivor has agreed to help. Carrying the torch, Sven. World. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. World.
Be my eyes.
World. Quests. Order. Codex. Tutorial. Loadouts. The loadouts allow you to create custom equipment and ability sets and change them quickly depending on your needs. Skills. Fate. Let the fate guide your path. All your world. Hold cross fast travel.
Do you hear that? Thor's testicles! What is happening over there? No.
What see you, old friend?
command of Nero Claudius Germanicus, Emperor of Rome. Press circle close, Manius. I know you to be a capable engineer with a cunning and sometimes diabolical imagination. I am therefore assigning you this weighty commission. The barbarians of Britain have taken to gathering at the tombs of their heroes as if at sacred shrines, where they foment rebellion against Rome and therefore against my very person. This cannot be tolerated. However, I have consulted my soothsayer, a man of subtle knowledge. Please tell him that to defile the tombs or even to seal them away would bring a storm of ill fortune upon me personally. You see the problem. You must leave the tombs in harmony but endeavor to make access to them so parlous as to be unthinkable. I am not asking of you a favor, Manius. This is a command from your emperor, Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus.
Where does this belong?
Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. 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 Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor.
A hidden chamber. This is the ancient work of Romans. Tied. No way to open this.
The final conundrum.
Is this England? Odd. Some locations are marked.
The final conundrum. Press circle close. All the dooms are now protected by my contraptions, yet I am defeated by this final entrance. What could lie behind it? How does one open its odd gateway? It is perhaps the one problem I cannot solve. Manius. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor. Find the clues to St. George's legendary armor.
The workshop of a madman. Impressive gear.
Notes from the Roman engineer. Press circle close. Emperor Nero has given me a task born of madness. I am to prevent the Britons from gathering at the tombs of their fallen heroes. Yet I cannot simply build the wall. Our mad emperor insists that it be possible to approach the tombs, but mandates that all who attempt to do so shall perish. My duty is to do as he wishes, however nonsensical, and so I shall. Manius Calvisius.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you. Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long.
Valka, my friend. You're most welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed. Come.
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. A settlement is growing. The people are happy, and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things. This way. We found a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close were you?
I saw the trees, and the water, and the rolling hill. But I could not foresee so much green. It is a magnificent and calming color. A balm for sea-salted eyes.
Volka! Kotzebo, what brings you? Hope there isn't a curse on the settlement or some such.
Ha! The only curse on this place is their great lout of a blacksmith. It is a rare feeling to travel across the sea and still find oneself at home. This place feels powerful, alive.
Do you foresee great things for us?
No need for foresight. I feel it in my heart.
Is that Valka I see? What took you so long to follow?
Wanted to ensure the place was up to snuff. We must talk again soon, Randvi, once I'm settled.
And before my arms fall off, what is this I'm carrying?
My heaviest reagents, of course. Lead, whalebone, flecks of gold.
Put this one to honest work. That is what I like to see.
All these people you have brought here. This life you have built on these stranger shores. Does it please you?
It does. To know that I have built this place and kept these people safe is a gift.
You speak first of yourself when I ask this question. Which says more than you intend, I think.
Salve, Eivor. Ad Meliora.
Good day!
And who is that fellow?
I have no idea.
Well, the town must be bustling.
You see there? Your home is just ahead.
Tell me about your visions.
They are as they have always been. Little has changed, save their clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the Allfather still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand. You can put those just there, thank you.
And here we are.
Lovely, just as you promised. As soon as I am set up here, we can return to the matter of your visions.
Valka, please.
You are touched, Eivor. A conduit for godly tidings. Please, let me help. I may know a way to clarify these visions. An elixir that may open the door of your mind into the realm of the gods.
If you think it would help, I can finish your home myself. Only give me some time.
I would be grateful. Thank you, Eivor.
Of course. And welcome home.
World in dreams. Break. Carrying the torch. Sven has passed away, leaving Tobiger and seeking guidance. Speak to go press cross and track.
I don't know how to...
Tove.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tove, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
What stories? Life is not a story. Listen silently. What stories?
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work. As if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me, or worse. This was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi. And know that you're valued. You have taught Tovi well. Through her you live on.